Okay, so we are currently rank 497 in cooking. Let's reload this page. Oh my god, 478. Okay, 441. Let's reload, and 429. I'm currently ranked 395 in the cooking skill overall for Ironman, and it's the highest rank that I've ever had. I've been playing Runescape since 2009, and it's kind of funny because cooking was my very first skill that I got to level 99. So like naturally, whenever I like make a brand new Runescape account, I'll usually get 99 cooking. I've probably gotten it like 4 or 5 times now. The reason I like cooking is because it has very fast experience and it's super AFK, right? You can like AFK for like a minute, so it's very good for when I want to watch movies or edit videos, whatever it might be. It's something that I can just do on the side and still be gaining progress on the account. It started with when I actually just needed food for the account. I already had 99 cooking and I had a bunch of raw sharks, and I'm like, I need to cook these up so that I can use them in combat. And over time, I got to say 20 million XP in cooking, and I'm like, maybe I should just keep going with it. Ever since I maxed, I told myself, like, you can do whatever you want now. Go learn PVM. And that's kind of what I did, you know, for the past 7-8 months now. I maxed back in November, and ever since then, I pretty much like learned a new boss every month. We learned the God Wars dungeon bosses. We learned the Corrupted Gauntlet. We learned how to do Tombs of a Masket and just various other bosses. And it's been a lot of fun, and we've gotten a lot of good drops. But I recently have been missing skilling. Not that like cooking's very exciting or anything, but like when you're going for a max cape, just all the skills that you have to do, some of them can just, you get in such a rhythm and it's so relaxing and enjoying. I still like combat better by a lot, but I was just craving a lot of skilling recently. Even back in the day when I was playing RuneScape 3, I would love going for experience. I got 200 mil dungeoneering, 200 mil thieving, I got like 120 mining, 120 fire making. I absolutely loved going for experience, right? And I wanted to do so in pretty much all of the skills. But the thing is, I never cared about the rank. You know what I mean? Like if I was rank 50 or rank 200,000, it really didn't matter to me. It wasn't like, oh, like you're this X amount of number in the world. I've always really liked skilling, obviously, and just getting the number up and up, but I didn't care about like, oh, I'm on the top page. I've never been that type of person. But it's really weird when you play Ironman mode, right? There's a lot less people than there was before. It wasn't like the regular high scores where every single person's competing. So say you play an Ironman, there's a lot less people competing. The hardcore, a lot less people competing. And then if you play an Ultimate Ironman, you could probably get top page. Maybe not, I'm just kidding, but there's like not as many people competing, right? So this got a lot of people going for ranks, and it's not necessarily something that I ever was going for, right? I've kind of just played this game in the back of my mind without really thinking about going for ranks or being top page in something. I mean, I'll never be top page. I think they're all completely gone, but you know, you can still get your ranks as high as you possibly can. And I've never been that type of competitive person, but I've been recently checking it a lot because my cooking rank has been going up, and then I see my overall rank going up, right? And then I go and do some combat or something, do some slay or whatever it is, you know, camp some bosses a week later, and it's like, you lost 100 ranks overall just because I wanted to go have fun with the game. Like, what the hell? The reason I train cooking post experience is because I like seeing the number go up, and it'd be really cool to get max experience in a skill. Especially cooking is like very dear to my heart because it was the very first skill I ever got, and it's kind of cool on an Ironman, right? Because you have to collect all the raw food yourself, so it still has somewhat of an achievement. So this is usually how it goes, right? Like I spend a while doing PVM, maybe making a couple videos on how to kill a boss or whatever. And during that time, you know, I'm editing a video or it's getting late and I just want to watch some movies or some YouTube. I just come here and cook. Or before that, I was fishing all these carbons, right? Because I had to get them all myself, right? Just something to do in the background to always be progressing your account. I always thought, you know, I'm gonna need carbons. Why not get 100,000? I mean, that's a little overkill, right? But then I might as well just cook them all and slowly get the cooking up. Now, should there be a reason for people to train post-experience in the game? I don't know. There's a weird way you can think about this, right? Because say they did release 120 capes in old school RuneScape, like maybe they would just be cosmetic. Obviously, they wouldn't want to add like a ton of more content. I don't think it would pass a poll. People don't like the 120 capes. They would think it would be too much like RuneScape 3 or whatever, right? But it might be a cool thing to go for, right? It would give people an incentive to actually keep playing the game after max, and maybe their favorite skill, they could go for it. But then on the other hand, right, it's not like we need it. There's a very big difference from old school to RuneScape 3, right? Old school things take hundreds of hours to get a 99, but on RuneScape 3 it takes like hundreds of hours to get a 120. So it would take you thousands and thousands of hours to get 120 in any of the skills on old school RuneScape. Maybe they could add something, right, for those elite players that maybe want to go for like 200 mil XP or want to get like level 120. Maybe they could have like a cape or an icon or something that you could put in your house. Maybe not make it a 120 cape. I don't really know. Will I ever get max XP in every skill in the game? Definitely not. I'm not ever going to do that. It's not something I would enjoy, right? I mean, yes, I can get 99. I can suffer through and get 99, but imagine getting 200 mil agility. It's not something that I would ever want to do, obviously, right? Like, how many hours would that be? Like 10,000 hours or something? Like, I could like learn how to do anything. But basically, I will slowly go for just post XP. I'm not saying 200 mil, just post XP and the skills that I enjoy training, which would be HP, obviously, all of the combat styles. Maybe we will get into like Slayer, obviously. Like, I've always been training Slayer. Maybe a little bit of Hunter because of Birdhouse runs, right? And then I guess like farming is one of my favorite skills in the game. Maybe one day I will focus on it and do a bunch of tree runs and stuff, but I have so many seeds and saplings in the bank, but I already have 99, and I'm like, I just do farming like herbs, like the farming that I need to do, and I passively gained all that experience. I haven't like tried to get 19 mil farming, it just kind of happened, right? And then, you know, thieving, we need some master seeds or master farmers to get the seeds is what I'm trying to say, right? And then fishing and cooking are like the only other ones that I really have went post experience in, right? The highest ones are range, we got Slayer, and then cooking, and then HP, right? I don't think I will ever go for anything else. I'm just going to be doing it in the skills that I enjoy. And if they ever do release something like 120 capes, I think it might be interesting, but I still don't think I would go for many of them. Overall, it is really cool to be so high ranked in cooking, which is it's just very interesting to think that there's only 300 and whatever it was, 395 people that are ahead of me in cooking on an Ironman account. Just a weird kind of thing because it's such a small number, right? Yeah, I don't know what rank I'll end up getting, right? Because when I run out of the raw food, like, that's game over, right? I need to go fishing again or getting the kingdom to collect it again. I can't just go straight for it. And even if I could, I probably wouldn't, right? I'm probably gonna do a Slayer task after recording this video. Just got to do what I want to do in the game. But it is really cool to have such a high rank. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below what you think of post experience, if you personally go for it, if you would ever go for it, and if you would want something like 120 capes or maybe 120 icons or 200 mil icons or something you could have to show that you've done it in a way, like even if it's just in your POH. I'm just trying to think of another way they could implement it without actually making a cape for it, because I don't think that would ever pass a poll. But who knows, we might be getting a completionist cape, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. This is kind of just a random ramble type video, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.